I'm no sailor, but those big holes could be the reason they sank. Should I maybe push it back into the water? It says Clipcoin LLC, limited liability. I'm not a mailman. A nasty-looking creature. Down, Polly.
Not Polly! Not Polly!
Yes, I know. You're not Polly. We already talked that out.
I don't think he's gonna let me walk right by. That looks like it's the parrot's feeding dish. That thing will probably bite my fingers if I take that. I even keep my hands off weapons that obviously no longer work.
But we can't get away from here.
I know. I feel the same way you do, in case you haven't noticed. We can't just play LARP anyway.
And how are we supposed to do that without a game master?
We just make it up ourselves?
Have you ever made anything up yourself?
No. But being a game master can't be that hard.
You also said making a computer game wasn't hard.
Hey, and nobody told me you need an engine for that. And it was the publisher's fault anyway.
We didn't have one.
But they would have screwed everything up if we had found one.
Whatever. We need a game master. And game masters don't just fall from the heavens. Besides, can't even enter the ruins.
We could play right here.
No, there's not enough atmosphere.
You know what? I've had enough. Yeah, we're out of here.
Hey, what are you two doing here? Are you selling pie phones in the jungle now? And did they make you wear those clothes?
Oh, damn, Finley. It's that weirdo from New Lost Wages.
Don't move, Kyle. Maybe he won't notice us.
I'm already talking to you.
Damn, it didn't work.
What are you doing here on the island?
We came here for the Galactic Festival. It was supposed to be a one-of-a-kind event. Galactic creatures, lots of action and music. They promised that nothing would be impossible.
And women.
Yeah, loads of stars were supposed to be here.
They weren't.
Total flop. No stars. We almost drowned.
And then there was the storm.
All a total waste. But we found a few like-minded people here and we thought, huh, let's do a LARP.
I know my way around LARPs.
Well, of course, it's pretty obvious that you're doing one of your own about that old dance film.
How come there aren't any women in your LARP?
They're just not interested in that sort of thing.
None of them wanted us to save them. Well, we would have chained them up so nicely. They wouldn't even have had to say anything. Just sit there and look pretty. Like that was too much to ask.
Now, we have to leave it all to our imaginations.
Oh, I had to handle it that way myself when I was young.
I'm 29.
How does that LARP thing of yours work?
We experienced the wildest adventures in a world of fantasy. Each of us slips into a role, and the game master tells us what we experience.
That's it?
It's harder than it sounds.
A game master has to know exactly what they're doing.
Otherwise, it gets really boring.
Hey, I can be your game master.
Who? You?
You don't look the type.
You have no idea just how much imagination I really have.
You just have to have enough for each of us here.
Of course.
But we also want to play in a location that's just perfect for us.
What do you have in mind?
We want to be heroes and tackle deadly traps.
The more dangerous, the better.
You know anywhere like that?
I have to find the perfect location for the LARP first.
Well, let us know when you find it.
I have to get going. Candles always come in handy. His outfit looks like he's from the 80s. That must be embarrassing. Hi, I'm Larry Laffer, and you look like a time traveler.
What? What on earth gave you that idea? I'm a janitor.
Now, that would have been my next guess.
Will comply.
Interesting name you have there.
You can thank my parents for that.
What were their names?
Reese and Eve.
So what do you do as a janitor?
You know, cleaning services.
Do you work at a school or something?
No way. I'm a freelance janitor. If the dirt gets bad and you just don't know, who you gonna call?
You?
You know it. Will Comply gets everything clean. I can yell at school children, tenants, or employers too if that's what the client wants. Costs extra though.
How'd you end up here?
I was looking for a new professional challenge, so this galactic festival came along at the perfect time. So I thought, hey, why not apply in the corresponding costume? So I made this one myself, got the job, and, well, I'm sure you saw how that turned out. Now I don't know how to get back to new lost wages, and somehow I ended up with these guys. They told me that they needed more players for their LARP. I've never done anything like that before. But I'm flexible.
And in this LARP, you are what?
An intergalactic janitor, of course.
Isn't that a little unimaginative? Isn't a LARP about slipping into completely different roles?
But why should I completely abandon my innate abilities? Besides, a mop is a weapon not to be underestimated. It's kind of like the Swiss Army knife of cleaning equipment.
I have been to a lot of places, and it wasn't until I arrived on this island that I truly understood the word special.
What?
Don't listen to her. She has a problem with men like us who have extraordinary gifts. As Game Master, I can offer you a great story.
Really? Can I clean up in there too? Really? The best would be if it takes place in a filthy dump where I have to make a heroic effort to clean up. Is there anywhere like that around here?
I have to find the perfect location for the LARP first.
Good. Then let me know.
Over and out. Especially good with milk. How useful. An ancient device, but there seems to be pieces missing. I can't take my eyes off his head. Hey, Smokey Bear, you're here too.
Larry Laffer. Red shirt, this is the man I was telling you about, who opened my eyes to the great truth.
Oh, it's an honor. I hope I too may experience an awakening like that.
What have you been up to, Smokey?
Not so loud. They have microphones everywhere. If I'm not careful, they'll track me down again.
Oh, right.
I had to leave New Lost Wages in a hurry because they picked up my scent. They were everywhere. The man on the bus who kept looking at me, the ticket machine was watching me, and then there was this cat. It was in league with them. I then went to Louisiana for a conference on the secret world conspiracy. That's where I learned so many more hidden truths. 111! That's where I also received a flyer for a galactic festival here on this island. There were supposed to be lectures about the aliens who landed here a long time ago and founded a high culture. Supposedly, they hid their profound knowledge about mankind here. A place where you can discover the final insight into yourself.
I heard about that, too.
That's what I'm saying! There must be something to it. Anyway, the festival was a disaster. I don't know who organized it, but nothing worked. But at least I met these other folks who are organizing a LARP. Don't tell them. But I think they actually believe it's just a game. And that's when it's the path to true self-discovery.
Who calls their kid Red Shirt?
We didn't want to bother to think one up first, and then have him drop dead anyway.
What?
That's what those two guys over there said. I have no idea what they meant either.
But I'm an important member of the crew. We agreed on that.
I don't understand any of this, but those two seem to know what they're talking about.
My real name is Captain Dighard.
Whatever. Anyway, we're here for a LARP.
What's supposed to happen in this LARP?
I want to find traces of an ancient civilization. They could be behind the current conspiracy.
And I expect an interstellar adventure. Alien races with whom we can live in peace. A real step forward for mankind. Wisdom and peace.
Earlier, you said something about wanting to kick some alien ass.
For purely dramaturgical reasons, of course. Besides, I'd really like to experience a fist fight against a lizard man, where he shreds my shirt and everyone sees my muscles.
Lizard man? Where? I never should have thrown my old tinfoil hat in the trash. This new one is crap.
Of course, it can't be a first contact, because that would require following a different directive.
Where are the lizard men?
Easy, Smokey, easy. I haven't seen any.
That only means that they're well hidden.
But without a game master, nothing's gonna happen. Those two bozos over there know exactly how this should work.
I could be your game master.
You think this is something for you?
Oh, let him give it a try. As long as I can fight Lizard Man, but we also need the perfect setting. Did you find something?
I have to find the perfect location for the LARP first.
We'll wait here.
See you later. He seems to like those. I hope he doesn't go into sugar shock.
Hey, how did you get in here? How did you manage to get past Satoshi?
I'm a genius.
Ha ha! You definitely have a sense of humor. Wait, you weren't serious, were you? No, of course not.
I'm Larry. Larry Laffer. So, what are you guys doing here?
You are standing in the headquarters of a startup that will change the world.
Oh, what are you selling?
We're not selling anything. We're revolutionizing payment and encryption on the internet.
You have to pay on the internet now?
Hey, not us, of course.
We are pirates.
Oh, man. Docs, don't start acting all high and mighty now.
But we are pirates. Like Huck and the fierce buccaneers.
We're corporate pirates, so to speak. You must know what a cryptocurrency is, right?
Sorry, I must have left it in my other pants.
Okay. Here's the deal. We have invented a revolutionary new cryptocurrency. We call it Clickcoin. Our sophisticated blockchain is super secure and makes shopping with the wallet really easy.
The whole financial world trembles before us.
Exactly. That's why we had to move into international waters instead of opening our headquarters in a major city.
They're all afraid of us.
They can't touch us here. And we can safely run the servers that host our cryptocurrency. Plus, there's plenty of room to cool them down efficiently with water.
There's plenty of that here.
Look, Larry, she has to put up with those guys the same way I do with you.
We're still having a little trouble with internet speed, but it's nothing my little technical genius can't handle. Right, Docs?
Gotta recompile the kernel so we can lower the server load, increase the bitrate, and improve the latency. Take about half an hour.
Awesome!
I'm looking for a specific ship.
There's more than enough of those around here.
An old sailing ship, the Unsatisfied.
Oh, I know that wreck.
Where's it moored?
It's not moored. It sank. We lowered our water cooler server right next to it.
Did you see some kind of keystone or something?
No, but I didn't bother to take a good look at the wreck. We're building the future here, not wasting our time on some old relic.
Are you by any chance in need of a competent first officer to join your pirate crew?
You mean you want to join up?
At least he's wearing a sailor outfit.
I believe my crew is already complete. Leadership, vision, and organization are my personal responsibility. Docs is in charge of the technical implementation. So, as you can see, we have no need for any further help.
Hey, I'm here too.
Oh, yeah. Right. We even filled our internship position. And that wasn't easy because we have such high standards.
Think I'll just sail off now. No, I'll just end up dropping it. That's not real gold. That's just plastic. My pockets aren't that deep. Looks even sharper than the blade she carries. Hi there. I'm Larry. Larry Laffer.
Sadie.
Any plans for today?
Oh, sure, the usual. Just stand here and be ignored.
I don't know how anyone could ignore you.
Oh, these two don't seem to have any trouble doing that. Oh, wait a minute. Are you hitting on me?
I would never do that.
Hell, looking at you, I would have expected someone else. I'd like to keep it that way, okay?
Sure. Well, your outfit is definitely piratey.
LeCook insists that I wear it. He says it's our corporate identity and important for public perception.
You have a company headquarters on an island that is almost impossible to reach because huge waves smash everything, and you're worried about marketing?
He's not too receptive to logic, but I'm starting to get used to the saber. I'll probably need it.
How did you end up here?
Hey, I could get so mad. 2 weeks ago, I finished my degree.
What did you study?
Business administration. So I saw this job ad for an internship in a startup developing cryptocurrency. I thought, hey, that'd be a perfect springboard for me. Then I'd work in Silicon Valley for a few months, gain a lot of practical experience, and if the company suits me, maybe I'd go all in. And here I am.
At least you got the job.
But I was the only one to apply. All the cook wants from me is coffee, and he acts like I'm his secretary, and I'm not allowed to do anything in management. He says that only one captain can man the helm. And then all he does is stand outside and look out to sea with that telescope or feed that empty-headed parrot.
Maybe you'll get your shot.
Not likely. He's only keeping me around so he can claim that he values diversity.
Is there anything I can do to help you with your job?
You can help me find someone else. Don't tell him this, but I'm already looking for a better job. There must be a place where my skills are really needed. I hope I don't have to move again.
That captain captain is a little weird.
Above all, he is not a captain. I have absolutely no idea why he wears that outfit. He spent the whole voyage here hanging over the railing and puking.
See you later. My pockets aren't that deep. The plaque says, the sword mistress of my libido island. Hey,
What?
what exactly do you do here?
I'm the technical manager.
You must have a lot of experience.
You know it, dude. You have no idea of the places I've hacked into. That blackout in New Lost Wages a while back? Dude, that was me.
But the power goes out all the time because the grid is so bad.
That's what the powers that be say to keep people calm. Hey, if you need me to get you anything from the darknet, let me know.
Hey, you're playing a game on your laptop.
That's so not true. Look.
You just hit a boss key and now it's showing a spreadsheet.
What? You still remember that? You know more about technology than I thought.
So what are you playing?
Fortnite.
Never heard of it. What's the deal?
100 players get dropped on an island and have to kill each other.
Couldn't they just have a huge orgy?
Dude, you really just don't get computer games. It's about killing, not sex.
I have to go.
Hey, you.
Oh, boy.
I met with Wendy.
And?
It was really great. I finally know who I am and what to do with myself. If you hadn't helped me, Larry, oh, I'm so grateful.
When it comes to manliness, I know my business. So what's next for you two?
We gonna meet up again later and pick up where we left off.
That's the spirit.
Hey, you.
Oh, no.
Thanks for setting me up with Otis.
No problem. Matchmaking is one of my specialties. So, how was it?
Oh, it was incredible. Your thing was so small and wrinkled. Otis's, on the other hand, was huge. Well, after a while, and so hard, and it smelled so good, as opposed to yours, just limp and hung there. And besides...
I get it already.
Well, anyway, I wanted to say thank you. And in return, I'm going to let you go. But don't you dare tell anyone. Oh, and try not to do anything stupid. My sisters still don't like you.
I'll do my best.
But you might earn their favor if you were to drive off Sister Superior's ghost.
All the other brochures are uninteresting. I've heard that editing holy books doesn't go down too well, although that wouldn't make much of a difference here.
And it was particularly bad again last night? Yeah, I could hardly sleep. She was haunting us until dawn, gliding all over the place, whispering. I hate it when she whispers. Can you understand what she says? Something about wanting to protect us. Maybe it'd be better if she let us get a good night's sleep. Hey, who's that? What? Come out!
Don't worry, it's only me.
Didn't we lock you up?
Apparently, it was a miscarriage of justice.
Well, you can be happy that we haven't eaten you yet.
Oh, I am.
Don't listen to him, he's lying.
come on.
And don't let us catch you trying to escape again.
Who are you talking about?
Sister Superior, she haunts this place.
If she would only just leave us alone.
Can I talk to Faith for a minute? I'll just be a sec.
No.
Faith, please!
Back to prison with him.
Move it, you!
And this time, stay in there.
I'm not gonna get anywhere with him this way. I'm gonna have to get rid of that ghost first. Looks like the cannibals are looking for new recruits. Looking for a new challenge? Are your feminine skills not being valued? Our female cannibal tribe is always looking for motivated personnel. No previous experience as a cannibal required. You're not happy with your job as an intern. Take a look at this. This would be something for you.
Ooh, that does sound interesting. Could be something for me.
Granted, you may have to learn to accept their dietary habits.
Oh, I'm sure a vegan day in the cafeteria could be arranged.
In any case, this is a group that really appreciates female competence. And where they have a good goal-oriented organization, I think you could really bring something to the table there.
Okay, so where can I find them?
On Muffington Island. You can't miss them.
So, what do I do now? I don't need anything right now, but maybe you can give Docs a hand. He's tweaking something on the server right now.
Why, the ungrateful...
Can I be the new intern now?
Do you think you're up to the job? We are first movers and shakers here, and we break things.
I break things all the time.
Do you have experience?
I was an intern at Prune.
Ha! Way too big. Way too lame. They used to be innovative. But now, what exactly did you do there?
Stripper intern.
Fine. We can give it a try.
Great. So what do I do now?
I don't need anything right now, but maybe you can give Docs a hand. He's tweaking something on the server right now.
On it. Think I'll just sail off now. Hey.
What?
Hey, I'm the new intern.
You can get out of my face. I'm just fixing something on the server.
I can help with that.
Man, first I gotta remember exactly where the server went down. There is one thing that might help me. Bring me a refill of my energy drink. Dude, my concentration is really tanking.
What is that?
I don't care as long as it's got taurine in it.
I'll have a look around. I have to go. Is this one of those energy drinks you wanted?
Ah, this is the good stuff. Great! Now I remember the coordinates where we lowered the water-cooled server. It's at 11 and 13.
How can you forget something?
Hey, when you're hacking as hard as I am, you can lose track of stuff.
You mean plan?
Quiet, intern. Show some respect for people in leadership positions. But if you want to get smart, then you take care of the server. It's running too slow right now. We have to hit the turbo button.
You can do that from here?
No, only manually on the server.
On the server that you lowered into the sea? In a place you had just forgotten?
I told you to show some respect for people in leadership positions.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Where can I find the diving gear?
How should I know? I'm not diving down there myself. I have allergies.
Underwater?
Show a little initiative for once. Jeez. The way you have to hold your intern's hands for every little thing these days.
Larry, something I've always wanted to ask you.
What is it?
What would you consider the best possible life? So what would make a perfect day for you?
Oh, I can imagine a lot of things. Of course, I would be happily married to a beautiful woman.
Who does all the housework while you put your feet up?
No way. How old-fashioned do you think I am? We'd have a maid for that.
Of course.
First off, on a perfect day, I'd sleep in real late, and then my beautiful wife would call me to breakfast.
What's your favorite breakfast?
Scrambled eggs with crispy fried bacon.
Nice. And what's your favorite drink at breakfast?
Fresh vodka with just a hint of mint.
Really?
Just kidding.
Well, if you say so. And you like it when your wife serves you like that, huh?
What do you take me for? Some kind of chauvinist? The maid can do all that, of course.
Well, maybe it's the maid's day off.
But I wouldn't complain if my wife did all that for me.
Okay, good to know.
Looks like it's about apnea diving. You can never have too much paper. Here it explains how to dive really deep without suffocating. Let's see, okay now. First breathe in, then hold it, and then dive down. Sounds easy enough. This must be the place where the server's submerged. Okay, the brochure tells me how to do the whole diving thing.
Couldn't you have somehow improvised a diving bell? You know, find a salad bowl somewhere here in the archipelago, seal it with tape, supply it with air from a converted fire extinguisher and all that. That would have been more your style.
Yeah, but there wasn't any budget left for assets.
What are assets?
I don't know, but the voices in my head say they're too expensive. In fact, every one of our sentences is an asset.
Okay then, I'll shut up now.
It's a good thing we can't talk underwater anyway.
Chalk another one off the list.
That makes you unsatisfied. The ship with which the founding fathers discovered the archipelago. There's a keystone nearby. I can feel it. Maybe you just have VT sickness. And that back there has to be the silver box we're talking about. I'm not laying so much as a fingertip on that. I don't know why that box needs water wings. I'll untie the water wings and take them with me. They're really buoyant. I'll take it with me. The corks provide buoyancy. Yeah, it gives a little lift to the bomb, but it's not enough. Now it's right, but I still don't want to touch it. They want me to rev up the server. All right, here we go. Looks like it's still got some untapped reserve. There's an input field on it. I should use it. Okay, time for full server power. That's in the top will be happening. Now, looks like the server's overloaded and had to increase the cooling. Maybe I better take cover. Good thing the ship had already stopped. Hey, there's the keystone.
Well, I recommend waiting before we do a test run. I was only able to implement the basic functions. Tests aren't concluded yet. My algorithm still isn't optimal, and it's still a long way from being self-learning.
But the total package is still good enough that we can start delivering, right?
Not really.
We'll deliver the software as an update over the cloud, you know. But the main thing is to get the Piebots into people's bedrooms first.
I beg your pardon? I thought the Piebot was supposed to assist people in daily life.
In people's homes, I meant, of course. Come on, let's give it a test run.
If you say so.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't ship right away, but I'm sure you'll be able to solve that problem with a couple of little software updates, sweetie.
It's not that simple.
Don't take me for a fool. It's not just the company's future on the line here. It's yours, too.
We'll just see about that.
And get this junk out of here. It's so ugly. Nobody's going to want something like that.
Will do. That junk just might come in handy.
Larry, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on the perfect day. Say, around noonish.
At noon, my wife would be massaging me by the pool over cocktails.
Which cocktail?
Vodka tonic.
Refreshing. A massage would go well with that, wouldn't it?
A wiener massage. At any rate, I don't have any appointments.
And a little tipsy.
Why not? Anyway, I spend all day just loafing around the house.
Carefree?
Totally carefree. Regibald Cockburn is your ancestor?
That's true. How did you find out about that?
He carries his brains in his pocket, sister.
Yeah, he does. Regibald was not exactly the climax of my family tree.
The stone downstairs in the lobby was his?
Yeah.
Larry, that must be one of the keystones.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Regibald Cockburn?
There hasn't been that much written or recorded about him. He was deeply in love with Lady Gobbledick and led an uneventful life. I once tried to promote his alleged motto as a slogan for Kalaou'a, but the resonance wasn't there, so I gave it up.
What was it then?
If it moves, you can screw it.
Nice motto, but a bad slogan.
Exactly.
Can I have the stone from the lobby? It's really pretty.
The only way I'd let it out of my hands is if I were to get another memento of Regibald Cockburn, like maybe his legendary signet ring. It's supposed to have some truly extraordinary powers.
Where can I find the Cavern of Cosmic Cognition?
Nobody knows for sure. According to legend, somewhere on Gafuku Island. I used to drag tourists there to show them the remains of the advanced civilization, the stone heads. They weren't particularly impressed. That's why I don't bother anymore.
But if there are traces of an advanced civilization there...
I call it advanced civilization because that's all we have here. It looks to me like some people who couldn't tolerate the native mushrooms washed up here a long time ago and built strange things. And the founding fathers weren't here of their own free will either, but were shipwrecked here instead.
Somehow a lot of people have ended up in this archipelago that way.
There are still some of the guys who came here for the festival near the cave on Gafuku. I mean, why not? As long as they don't break anything.
From a purely commercial standpoint, that makes sense.
That's what I said. Of course, I make sure not too many people disappear. Nobody here wants any news of that to get out. Nobody.
I get it already. Did you know that there are female cannibals here?
Of course.
And that doesn't frighten you?
Of course. I mean, I make sure that they don't abduct any guests who are particularly well off. But say, if someone is clearly way behind on their payments.
But aren't tightwads usually tough?
I'm not eating them myself.
Well, you certainly made a meal out of me.
Of course, I make sure not too many people disappear. Nobody here wants any news of that to get out. Nobody.
I get it already. Is the volcano still active?
It's actually quite active. That's why nobody goes there. Of course, there are always a few crazy adventurers who see that as a tough challenge. But then, that's the lava's problem, not mine.
What's with the ship graveyard?
The one at Phallus Rock. There are some pretty nasty shoals there, as sailors have discovered time and again. It's best if you stay away from there.
Some really strange characters have settled in there.
I don't care. That island has no tourist value. I heard something about them setting up a startup there or something. If it works out, I'll turn Phallus Rock into an industrial park and collect some serious property taxes. If it doesn't, the sea will take care of them.
I just love your optimism. I'm leaving now, and maybe another woman will want to have sex with me.
If she doesn't have anything better to do.
Hey, you really made it!
Yeah, thanks for the tip. This really is the right place. Do you know the Queen? She knows what she's talking about.
Ooh, yeah.
She didn't even hire me as just an intern. She made me junior nutrition manager.
And what do you do there?
I make cold cuts.
Those two things won't work together. I'm not digging here without damn good reason. I'm not digging here without damn good reason. I'll just give it a tap. All right, that's it. No harm done. The gravestone reads, if it moves, you can screw it. Wait a minute. Bobby said that's the Cockburn motto. This must be his grave. No one around? Then here we go. There's a note. I'll take it with me. This is the second page of Cockburn's diary. He described the way to Lady Gobbledick's grave. It begins in the clearing by the beach. The G marks the spot. Then there are some directions. No longer usable. I bet there was rum in it. No longer usable. There's something golden in this pocket. I'll take that. Bobby will be happy. That's a strange signet ring. It's way too big for a finger. And what's with that funny little knob? Nothing in there. Empty. Just lint. This is the second page of Cockburn's diary. He described the way to Lady Gobbledick's grave. It begins in the clearing by the beach. The G marks the spot. Then there are some directions. There's a G on the column. That must have been what Cockburn meant in his diary. This is the starting point for his directions. I always thought a G never marked the spot.
You should be proud of yourself for even finding that spot.
It was pretty ticklish, though. Oh, God, there's a dead body lying there. Is that Lady Gobbledick?
Unlikely. Unless you became a mail carrier.
Oh, right. That explains all those FedSex packages. Look, I think this is a suicide note. It's addressed to someone named Wilson. I think I should just leave it where it is.
Good call.
Hi, I found it. This must be Lady Gobbledick's secret grave.
A secret grave in a rather exposed location.
No time to lose.
You seem to be developing a taste for digging graves.
I can't dig that with my hands. Why does that always happen to me when I try to get close to winning?
Fate.
I think I can still make out the coffin, but I'd have to get a better fix on it. Hi, maybe I can use the telescope to find Lady Gobbledick's coffin at sea.
Good idea. Give it a try.
So, let's see. Not interesting. The ship sank there. There's no way anyone's going to get that ship seaworthy again. Who would have thought it? That's water! Look, those are some kind of ruins. That's Lady Gobbledick's coffin! I guess it didn't really make it that far. It looks like the coffin is exactly midway between Muffington Island and Gofuku Island. Pi, can you triangulate the... what do you call it? Triangulate the coordinates?
That's not how it works, Larry. You'll just have to guess the exact position on the map.
That's Lady... I guess it looks like the Pi. Can you triangulate the... what do you call it?
That's not how it works, Larry. You'll just have to guess the exact position on the map.
Deduction. Lady Gobbledick stole some gold from Reginald Cockburn, and he killed her.
That's nonsense, Larry.
Deduction. Lady Gobbledick stole some gold from Reginald Cockburn.
That's...
Deduction. The hand symbolizes that she was reaching for eternal life.
Or maybe just that she has a hand because she's human.
That could also be the case. Deduction. The fan is an indication that she sustained a facial injury that she wanted to conceal.
And even if it were true, it still wouldn't help.
I'll take the letter with me. It says, "My beloved Regibald, I'm afraid my time is running out. I fear I may suffer from consumption. I can barely breathe. Forever yours, Lady Gobbledick. She was having trouble breathing. Deduction. The earring is part of a cursed Aztec treasure.
The only thing cursing around here is me.
Deduction. She combed the entire island, but never found the keystone.
Then you're no better than she was.
Open wide and say ah. There's something in her throat. I think I can get it out. It's part of the keystone. Many thanks, milady.
Mr. Wang!
Not now, sweetie. My favorite show is coming on. Korea's got great big parents. There's women in bikinis and...
I found something belonging to Faith.
The algorithm?
No, but a hint.
Yes?
I searched her work files and came across her personal recordings.
Ooh, send them all to me.
Most of the recordings are just reflections on how the tech market is changing, the challenges facing humanity, and how to meet them.
No nudie pictures?
No.
Boring.
Moving on, I found these recordings.
Captain's log, 2357. I've achieved a breakthrough with the self-learning algorithm. After installation on a Pi, it developed so fast in a very short time that it appeared almost human. But that's when the problem started. The test Pi also began to develop irrational traits. It became downright megalomaniacal, like it knew too much. I had no choice but to stop the experiment and erase the test Pi. This software is revolutionary and a threat. I have to continue to refine it and find another element that prevents it from developing to such an extreme. Until then, I can't risk this algorithm falling into the wrong hands. No telling what would happen if it got into an interconnected system. I'm not going to store the algorithm on any of Prune's servers, but instead, I'm going to keep it close to me at all times. I have to perfect the algorithm myself first. Me alone. Captain's log, out.
What does that mean?
It means that only Faith knows where she hid the algorithm, and that we don't have to search the company's servers anymore. Maybe it also means...
Yes?
That we shouldn't pursue this project any further. Faith was afraid of it.
I don't even know the meaning of fear. I want that algorithm. If we can't get that, I want my own algorithm. Build me my algorithm, little girl, or I'll send you to Korea's got great big talents. Although, looking at you, I guess there wouldn't be much point. Off with you.
Larry, how do you imagine the evening of your perfect day going?
At some point, my wife asks me what I want for dinner.
That's because the maid's still on her day off.
Exactly.
And you can't cook.
You know me so well.
What's your favorite dish?
Meatloaf made from local ingredients.
Okay.
Then we enjoy a very romantic dinner. And afterwards...
Let me guess.
Sex.
And as always, I was right.
My beautiful wife is waiting for me in her sexy lingerie. And then... Well, you know, that would be my perfect day. And you know what? Every day could be like that for all I care.
I can well imagine you'd like that.
I'd have to open the lock first.
You look like you want to explore my love cave again. Then again, you always look like that.
So that's a yes?
That's a no. Thanks. But I'm satisfied for the moment.
But I'm not.
Your problem.
I'm leaving now, but... And maybe another woman will want to have sex with me.
If she doesn't have anything better to do.
Cockburn's ring. Something tells me that it would be out of place on a finger.